Good morning, everyone. This episode, we're going to talk about some of my current chainsaws that I own. And I want to start off with thanking all my viewers and new subscribers. Small channel, but getting there. I think we're up to 800 views and 9 subscribers. So keep on keeping on. So this morning I wanted to talk to you about my saws, as I said earlier. Been in the landscaping business industry for 41 years. And no particular order. We're going to start over here with this little Stihl. This is my new saw, newer saw. I'm trying to see the name. I think it's called the MT120. Yeah, it says somewhere on there. Oh no, it's the MSA 220C. Now, it's an electric saw here. So just got it. We're, I guess, touch on that a few minutes, and we may go back if I miss some stuff. Like I said, this is unscripted. I don't have any notes. So comes with a 16-inch bar. Like I said, it's the 220C electric. It's their, at the 2022, it was their top electric saw, biggest battery, AP300S. I think it's a little overpriced, or quite a bit overpriced. I think I gave $1,100-1,200 for it. It's the most expensive saw here. What I do like about it, you don't have to, obviously, gas. You still have to put bar oil in it and everything, but it's relatively quiet next to the gas-powered saws, which I like. And it's really quick and convenient. You don't have to pull it started. It's ready to go as soon as you pull the trigger. Generally, you can get if you're cutting something big, like a 12, 15-inch thick tree. Yes, I've taken cut trees down that thick, up to 15, maybe even 20 some inches with this saw. And of course, you have to make a kind of a double pass with the, as you do with any saw that you're cutting something bigger with, but it can do it. It's a bit underpowered. I don't know if it's the motor or the battery or both. So you can't force it. You got to go slow and steady, and it kind of cuts out from time to time. Now on the smaller stuff, 3 or 4 or 5 inches, goes through that pretty, much easier. That's probably what it's designed for. But if I pull up to a job early in the morning, or a tree's limbs broke off and fell in the yard, it's really handy. It's one of my, first saws that I may grab because it's quiet and just handy to use. Now this other saw here, let's see what the name is on that. It's an MS-139. Well, no, 391. Sorry, I'm looking at it backwards here, trying to look at the camera. So MS-391. It's also a newer saw. I bought it a couple years ago. I believe they said this one is all made in Germany. Some saws are made in the US, and so I try to buy the German ones as much as possible. So it's a good saw, very powerful. I'm not sure of the ratings of it all. So, and I got an 18-inch or 20-inch bar on that. And so, yeah, it works really well. We'll get back to talking about that. So, very good running saw. I like the Stihl saws. It's where I've used most of my 41 years in business. When something, I'm not a Stihl or any brand, fanboy. I just, if something works, and I find Stihl saws simply work, and I've never had much reason to switch. So I just stick with the brand. I'm sure there's others that are good and all this and that. So these just work for me, and I have very few problems. Of all the equipment I have, the Stihl chainsaws seem to be pretty consistent in the way they work. The next one over here is my oldest and my big boy, the Stihl 046. It's probably 15 plus years old. It's got a 24-inch bar. And I use that maybe, especially since I got this other one, the 391 saw. Probably use this maybe once a year. It just, we'll talk about different things, why I might use a different saw. A lot of it comes down to, comfort and performance. There's just not, I'm not a tree guy per se. I'm just a landscaper. So I may cut a tree once a month, something like that of some size. It varies. The biggest tree I ever cut down was maybe 30 inches thick. And I did use this 046 on that because that was the saw I had at the time. Didn't have this one here because it's a couple years old. So that's the kind of the reason for selecting these saws. It's different tools for different, things. And each saw can, do a pretty much bigger job than you might think. It's just whether you want to take another few minutes or something and cutting something up and, sitting. Like I said, the electric saw would, let's say a foot thick tree, you'd have to, a cut might take you a minute or two, and then you go over here to the big boy saw, you're going to bust through it in 30 seconds or something, and it's not going to bog. It's just going to rip through it, and you don't have to be, take your time or fiddle with it. So that's kind of what you're dealing with when you go up in different saws. And on the end here, this is my pole trimmer. It's a 131 HT. And of everything I've got, I think this was somewhere around the $650 mark. This one, the 045, was maybe $7-ish in the day, $600-700. And this one here, the 130, the 391, I'll get it right here before the end of the video. But I think it was around 600. And the most expensive saw was the electric. Like I said, I think they're overpriced. I'm in business, so I kind of get what I try different things and get what I want. Serves a purpose. And I really like the electric saw for like trail maintenance, because so you can be kind of stealth and go out on the trail and not disturb people hiking or the neighbors or whatever, so you can do your work. So that's why I really gravitate, and was the purpose of buying that saw, just the convenience of carrying it. It is one of the lighter saws that I have here, which also plays a role. So if it can get the job done in a reasonable time, I'll grab it over the others because it's simply lighter. And then that's 50% of it. And the other is that it will, just get the job. It's also quiet. So light and quiet. And so I gravitate to it quite a bit. But the most used saw is this pole trimmer. Back to that, the HT 131. That's my bread and butter saw. I would say I would use this one almost every day in my business. So somebody is always wanting to reach up. It telescopes out. I think it probably has a 12, 13 foot reach, plus however tall you are and your arms are. So you can reach up, and because there's a few people out there still using the pole trimmers where you got to pull the cord, and which is just exhausting and hard to do. Again, I guess if you just got a couple limbs you're doing, you're a homeowner, and you don't have $600-700 to spend, that might be the way to go. Like I said, everything has its purpose and place. But yeah, if there was one saw I would own here of all these four, would be this one on the end. It's the most used saw, most versatile. I've taken down trees, probably 6 to 10 inches thick. I've cut up logs and trees of that thickness. It is, I think, a little, bogs a little less. It's very similar to the electric saw as far as the ability to do that. I would say it goes a little bit better. I think it has a 14-inch bar. Once again, that has a 14, that has a 24, that has a 20, and the electric has a 16. So yeah, I always say this one's worth its weight in gold and almost costs that much as well. So that's kind of my recommendations on the saws. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to ask. Like I said, I'm not a tree guy per se, but after 41 years, even if you're only doing a tree a month, it certainly adds up. So that's a long time to be doing things. So yeah, they've all been fairly problem-free, nothing glaring on it. So, but yeah, if you have $600-700 and you can find a used one of these pole trimmers, very versatile. You can cut down small trees. You can reach up 12, 13, 15 feet high and cut trees. I actually use it to kind of trim some real overgrown bushes as well. Very handy. Most, like I said, once again, it's the most used saw I have. And then the second saw, if I had to take the three, it'd be number one. Probably get one of these bigger saws for a bigger job, and then the electric. So, but if I could only have one, it would be the pole trimmer. So I think having two bigger saws, at least for a solo guy, is not really necessary. It's kind of a luxury, but like I said, I bought that one 15, 20 years ago, and that one, the newer, shinier one there next to the electric one is my, them two are, well, the electric's new last year and the one is 2 years old. So, so that's my take on the chainsaws and so forth. I'm sure there's more things you could talk about, but that's all I got for you today, and appreciate you viewing, and keep on subscribing, and I appreciate all of you, and thank you, and have a great great week. Talk to you later. That's it from Terry, Koogler's Landscaping. Thank you.